I'm Nancy Joy Trower. I'm the stitcher with the laughing face.
And I'm Nancy, the disorderly stitcher.
And we're here because we have a new SAL that we were hoping you would want to join us on. So last week I was watching Nancy's video and she had a BAP for beautiful patriotic. I don't remember what the name of it was.
Let Freedom Ring.
Okay. But it was huge. It was gorgeous. And she said she wanted to have it done by next July, maybe, at least sometime in 2026, because it's the 250th anniversary of the United States next year. So while she was talking, I was like, oh, that's a great idea to have something done for next year. And then my planning brain just started thinking of like, well, what if we did a SAL and you did a whole bunch of little smalls? So you'd have lots of great stuff for next July. And then I thought, well, what if we had a Whipco board, but it looked like a flag? And so you could do a different small for every stripe on the flag. So I reached out to Nancy because I always like to get other people's opinion. Like, does it sound like a good idea or am I crazy?
And we're teachers, so we're crazy.
Right. So she thought it would be fun. And so here we are because we thought you might like to join us on it. So I looked it up. The 250th by like centennial or whatever is the semi quincentennial, but that's a lot to say. So we decided
to type.
I think it's supposed to be like half the 500 is technically, if you look at the Latin, which I don't know Latin, but so we decided to call it 13 for the 250th. So if you'd like to join along, there's a couple of things that you can do where Nancy's going to post a picture here of the flag, and we're going to put it on our Instagram accounts as well, so you can get it there. I'm the stitcher with the laughing face, or I think just stitcher with the laughing face on Instagram,
and I'm the disorderly stitcher.
And you can also tag us there whenever you are working on something, whatever patriotic SAL you're doing. And starting on June 4th, we're going to do a little video on the 4th of each month to show our progress and what we worked on, hopefully anything we finished, and the other things that we fell down the patriotic rabbit hole and bought. So
for me, finishing would be a miracle.
Well, you have like giant pieces.
Fully finishing is like, major life happening here. But, and if you want to start something big, go for it. Like I pulled out, where are they? Oh my gosh, they're all over the place. I pulled out this huge stack of charts that are all patriotic themed. And, like the one I pulled out is the 9 chart set of Little House with Betsy Ross and all that. And you could do that if you wanted to, because they are small. And if you wanted to put them, on one big piece or something like that, go for it. Mm-hmm. I also pulled out the stitch card sets, 2 of them from Lori Holt.
So cute.
Yeah, and I pulled out my whips, and you could do that if you wanted to. The nice thing about smalls is you can get them done. Mm-hmm. And like Nancy said, you can have them out on display for July 4th, 2026.
So we have a couple of our plans. Ideas. I don't know that I want to call it a plan, but I have
don't use that G word.
Right. But I have a couple things that I'm going to finish up, and I just bought a couple things because she's a bad influence.
Me? Never.
Yeah, I was on Twin Peaks Primitive today, and they have a BAP that is enormous. And of course, she has it already. When I told her, I was like, oh, I saw this. It's amazing. Founding of America. It's got Betsy Ross, and it's huge. But I was like, I don't know. It's pretty cool. And I suppose you could just do like the top half of it, or just the bottom half.
You could do like George and Betsy and that part. That would be really cool.
And the Liberty Bell is pretty cool too. You could just do the Liberty Bell portion. So you could break stuff up a little bit.
Yep. Or you could like do whatever these three stars and, sort of cut it. We love you, Thomas Jefferson, but That would be cool too.
Right. Yeah. So there's so much stuff to, there's so much out there. I mean, even Croqueta Go-Go has great stuff and she's French. So
There's
a lot of great patriotic.
Tiny Town people.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a small one there. But then if you are, these came out, I think, last year at Market. They are Manny Dodonna. And I didn't realize that they were patriotic in nature, but they're also seasonal. So she has summer, autumn.
I like the barn.
Winter, spring.
Those are very cute.
And
there's a lot of patriotic Santas. So even in December, if you were stitching and doing this, you could have a primitive or
Prairie Schooler.
Prairie Schooler has some, but some other people have some cute little patriotic Santas too.
Yeah, there's what did we discover? A Kringle Santa on Twin Peaks.
Yes, on Twin Peaks. Yep.
So there's lots of things out there. And
too many.
Yeah, really.
And just 13 is hard.
Right, exactly. And I just thought of something, but it went. So never mind. That thought died.
Come back.
Someday. This is a cool book. I started these a while ago. This was from Fat Quarter Shop.
Oh, is that the little tins? Oh, those are so cute.
Oops. Why is my camera being weird?
The little ornaments. Yeah, those are cute.
Star-spangled ornaments. And I got one of these done. You can tell how far I worked on this. I got one of these done at StitchCon 2 years ago.
Cute.
So, complete with needles stuck in the top. Because that's what I do. So, lots and lots and lots and lots. And if you want to, if you're bound and determined to do a big one, divide it into 13 parts.
And
that would work too.
Awesome. Well, do you want to start with our whips?
Sure.
Okay.
So I just showed you that one, Star Spangled Ornaments.
Well, and one of my whips is from Pinker and Pumpkin. So if you haven't ever heard of her, she has a really cute blog and she has a lot of great patterns, and we're going to try to put some pictures in here on how to find her stuff. So some of them are PDFs and some of them are pictures, so you have to download the picture. But I have Sarah Jane's Salt Box. And this is one of those, like, why did I not just finish it last year? Why is it still not done?
All you have to do, you have to finish the flag and finish the date?
And the house. So it's a little ghosty, so I think I am just going to run a back stitch around the house so you can see it. But this one is pretty much done. And I have another one of hers. I did the Freedom Salt Box and made it into a little pillow. So I'm probably going to do the same with this. And then I'll have like a whole little set of adorable pillows. Yeah, a lot of cute stuff.
Last night I went on Pinker and Pumpkin and I was able to download 18 patriotic smalls, and they're all free.
She even has this cute set that's like stamps. So you could do them, and they're only about like, but it's like this big. So you could do them as tiered tray fillers because they're really tiny, or she has a border that you could do all 12 of them together and have a bigger piece. So those are all on there too.
Yep. Okay. I have, sorry, I didn't unzip all these because, why would I be prepared? Brenda Gervais came out with Home Sweet Home.
Oh, that one's so cute.
And I had started it, God knows how long. But, this is how far I got.
Pretty colors.
That's a nice one. Yeah, I know. I can't wait for strawberries. They're just starting to come in.
All right. Then my other whip is another one that's like, why didn't I just finish it? It's the Freedom Farm from Stitching with the Housewives.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. And it was one of the ones on black. So it's it's silly. I don't know why I stopped, because that's all I have left to do is just this part of the barn.
Do you ever feel like you get near the end and all of a sudden it's like, ooh, shiny?
Yes.
You know, that's what I do with quilts. I'll get almost to the end and I'm like, all right, what else do I want to work on?
Mm-hmm. Yep, definitely squirrel. And I think that was towards the end of July, and I'd already worked on a whole bunch of things. Like on the other half of the piece of fabric is one of their roundabouts. So I'd already done that one. And I think I was trying to follow, whatever little thing I was following. And it was like, oh, it's August. I gotta start something new now. And they went into my patriotic bag. So, but I'm gonna finish those in June, and that's gonna get me started on the rest of the year.
I have Therese Kogut. She's always good. And I don't know what I just did, but she knocked something over. Did I even start this? Yes, I did.
Oh yeah. I like the flag on a flower stem.
So that one, and then I think this is heartstring. Yeah, this is one of my favorites.
Oh, pretty.
A plant of rapid growth. And I have that one. That's one of those that, it's more than halfway done. Why don't I just finish it?
Oh, wow. Very pretty.
So it's on the list of things to do. Do you have another one?
Those are all my whips.
You're so good. Seriously. What is this?
I won't be after this year. I'll have a whole bunch of whips after this year, but that's okay.
Yeah, seriously. And of course, the other one I started, which I left out in the other room, but One Nation.
Wow.
And this is one of those that if you have it or you're starting it, you could divide it into 13 pieces. Because the nice thing about this is this looks daunting, but once you get the pattern down, it's really not. And the states are letters, and I love doing letters because they're just one thread. Each stripe is a different color, and once you get started, you get it's like, okay, this state is done, and now this state is done.
Right. So that would definitely be one that could be broken up pretty easily.
Or if you wanted, you could do one stripe for each month, and there's your 13.
Yep.
So lots of options.
Yeah.
So I hope that if you want to join us, that would be great. There's gobs of patterns out there on Etsy, Biscornu, smalls, ornaments, you name it. And I'm sure that everybody has some red, white, and blue floss of various brands tucked away in their stash. So I don't think we're hurting.
Yeah. And that's another easy thing that you can switch out the colors. Somebody does one colorway and you can very easy, because it's red, white, and blue, you can switch it out to whatever your favorite colors are pretty easily.
Right. You don't have to use, what's the standard DMC red? Like 347 or
304 is another one.
The really bright Christmas red.
Right. It has a funny number.
Yeah, which we're not going to say here. And
I don't know why they did that.
Yeah, I don't either. And in fact, where are they? I have a viewer sent me that I showed last time. Sent me ribbon red, snowball, and Academy blue.
Oh, those are great. Classic Colorworks also has a ruby slipper that's really pretty because the variegation's pretty wide on it if you're looking for a more variegated. And just the name, I had to buy it because it was ruby slippers.
Oh yeah, definitely. So yeah. All right. So
look for us on Instagram, and we'll see you on June 4th for our first little getting started, and we'll have our flags filled out, and we hope that you'll join us.
Great. All right, everybody. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.